Welcome to Relaxed Reddit Readings. Today we have 4 Reddit stories for you. Reddit stories that will make you question human nature. Story 1. My bridesmaid kept body shaming me, so I kicked her out. So my bridesmaid just got kicked out of my wedding for body shaming me, and now everyone's calling me dramatic. But hear me out. I'm getting married this spring, and I should be over the moon, right? Well, one of my bridesmaids, let's call her Sarah, has been making my life absolutely miserable with constant comments about my body. Before I got engaged, she'd make the occasional rude comment, but now it's like she can't help herself. The first one that really got to me was when she said, and I quote, "How do you feel comfortable going outside looking how you do and wearing that with a belly like yours?" I was shocked. Like, who says that to someone? But it didn't stop there. She kept making comments about my weight, my clothes, everything. Every time we'd go dress shopping or wedding planning, there'd be another snide remark. Are you sure that dress is flattering? Maybe you should consider shapewear. Have you thought about losing weight before the wedding? I tried to brush it off at first because we've been friends for years, but it was eating away at my confidence during what should be the happiest time of my life. I finally had enough when she made a comment in front of the other bridesmaids about how I should be grateful any dress could fit me. That was it. I told her she was no longer in my wedding party and that I needed space from our friendship. Now she's telling everyone I'm being overdramatic and that she was just trying to help me look my best. My other friends are divided. Some say I did the right thing, others think I should have just talked to her about it first. But here's the thing, when someone repeatedly makes you feel terrible about yourself, especially during such an important time, don't you have the right to protect your peace? Am I being too harsh, or should friends never make you feel this bad about yourself? If you're enjoying these stories, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which story you relate to the most. Story 2. My boss's wife got me fired after I called her out. So I just got fired for yelling at my boss's wife, and I honestly don't know if I should feel guilty or proud. Let me paint you the picture. I work as a server at this small restaurant, and my boss Marco is actually amazing. He's fun, jokes around with us, and always has our backs when things get crazy. But his wife Jenny? She's been making our lives hell for about a year now. Tonight was the final straw. I'm clocking out after a long shift, and Jenny comes storming over yelling at me, claiming I didn't mop the floors. Here's the thing though, I absolutely did mop. I always do my closing duties because I'm not trying to make extra work for anyone. But she's screaming at me in front of customers, calling me lazy and irresponsible. I tried to explain calmly that I did mop, but she just kept going. Don't lie to me. I can see the floors aren't clean. You're trying to leave early and stick someone else with your work. The customers are staring, my coworkers are uncomfortable, and I'm just standing there getting berated for something I actually did. So I snapped. I told her she needed to stop yelling at me, that I had done my job, and that she had no right to treat me like that in front of everyone. I wasn't screaming back, but my voice was definitely raised and firm. Well, apparently that was crossing a line. She went straight to Marco, and even though he seemed torn about it, she basically gave him an ultimatum: fire me or deal with her drama at home. He chose his marriage, which I get, but it still stings. The crazy part is, all my coworkers saw what happened and they're saying I was totally justified. Even some of the customers came up to me afterward saying she was way out of line. But now I'm unemployed, and I can't help wondering if I should have just kept my mouth shut and dealt with it. Is standing up for yourself worth losing your job over? Story 3. My boyfriend got mad at me for breathing too loud. So my boyfriend just hung up on me for breathing too loud, and I'm sitting here wondering if I'm losing my mind. Okay, so here's some context that makes this even more ridiculous. I have breathing difficulties, okay? Every 30 seconds to a minute, I need to take a deep breath. It's just how my body works, and my boyfriend of almost 3 years knows this. We're long distance, which makes every moment we get to talk precious to me. Today he was working out while we were on FaceTime, which is totally normal for us. I love seeing him, even when he's busy, and usually he doesn't mind having me there virtually while he does his thing. But apparently today, my breathing was too distracting for him. He starts getting irritated, telling me I'm breathing too hard and it's messing up his workout. I tried to explain, again, that I can't really control it, it's a medical thing. But he just kept getting more frustrated. Can't you just breathe quieter? It's really annoying. I felt so embarrassed and hurt. Like, this is literally how I breathe. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose or trying to be disruptive. I suggested maybe we could just text while he worked out, but that apparently wasn't good enough either. He wanted me on the call but also wanted me to somehow magically change how my respiratory system works. The whole thing escalated until he just hung up on me, saying he couldn't deal with the noise. I'm sitting here feeling like the worst girlfriend in the world for something I literally cannot control. I mean, I get that it might be distracting, but we're talking about basic bodily functions here. It's not like I'm intentionally making noise or trying to ruin his workout. And the fact that he's known about my breathing issues for years makes it sting even more. Should I have just muted myself? Am I being too sensitive about this? Story 4. My sister pressured me into a loan then called me selfish. So my sister just called me a selfish monster because I wouldn't give her money, and now my whole family is divided. Let me explain what actually happened here. I'm 27 and I've been working my butt off to save for a house down payment. I'm talking years of careful budgeting, skipping dinners out, buying generic everything, the whole 9 yards. I'm finally getting close to my goal and I'm so proud of how far I've come. A few weeks ago, my sister comes to me asking for a large sum of money. She says her car broke down and she needs it for repairs so she can keep working. Now, I love my sister, but she's always struggled financially, and honestly, a lot of it comes down to her spending habits. Still, a car is important, so I looked at my budget. After doing the math, I realized that lending her this money would set my house plans back by at least 6 months, maybe more. So I told her I couldn't afford it right now, explained about my house savings, and even offered to help her look into other options like payment plans with the mechanic or small loans from the bank. But she wasn't having it. She kept pushing, saying I was being selfish and that family should come first. She guilt-tripped me about how I make more money than her and how I should be willing to help. The conversation got heated when she said I was choosing a house over my own sister. That really hurt because it's not that simple. This house represents years of sacrifice and planning for my future. When I stood my ground, she stormed off and apparently went straight to our parents and other relatives, telling them I refused to help her in her time of need. Now I've got family members calling me selfish and saying I should prioritize family over material things. But here's what gets me, none of them offered to help her either. It's easy to call someone else selfish when you're not the one being asked to give up years of savings. I feel terrible that she's struggling, but I also feel like I have the right to protect my financial goals. Was I wrong to say no? If you enjoyed these stories, drop a comment telling me which one was your favorite. And if you want more relaxed Reddit readings, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, like, comment and subscribe for more relaxed Reddit readings.